Hello and welcome to another Fishing with Phil show. We are up here today in Bugs Island and I'm with Keith Ray, a well-known guide on this lake. Today we're going to be fishing for some, what are we fishing for, Keith?
Large crappie.
Large crappie. And where are we?
We're in Grassy Creek on Bugs Island.
Okay.
Kerr Reservoir.
Now this is, what would you say this is, the early winter, late fall pattern?
Late fall. We got 3 more weeks before we get to winter, remember? 21st of December.
So the weather today, it's a little overcast and we're on a warming period. It's about 50 degrees, I'd say.
Right at it.
And the water temperature is?
52.
52 degrees. What's the fishing been like lately?
It's been great for the last month. A lot of fish have been moving on top of the brush piles and getting rather shallow. We've been catching a lot of them 5 to 10 foot deep, casting and retrieving jigs.
5 to 10 foot deep? That's kind of shallow, isn't it?
That's what I said, kind of shallow.
Wow. Okay. Is that unusual or?
No.
No? Okay.
It happens every year about this time. The average depth of the fish that you catch this time of year is 7 or 8 foot in this section of the lake. They're crappie.
How do you know the crappie?
Well, it's easy. When I'm fishing for crappie, all I mark is crappie. When I'm fishing for bass, all I mark is bass. This is 3 trees in a row right through here. See, we over another one right here. It's got a few fish on it, but not many. Most of the time when the wind's coming this way, the crappies will be facing into the wind and we'll catch them right off this last brush pile right here. That's crappies down all the way down the side, all the way down to 12 foot right there. Those little marks like that right there. That's what I'm telling you, the school is out this way. See what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So what's the technique? Slow reel?
Yeah, I'd throw it out there and count it down. Like right here, I usually count down to 5. Most of the top of the brush that we're going to be fishing is 5 foot under the surface. that fish was sitting beside the one I snagged on. Come on up here, young fella. You done won an all expense paid trip back to Eden, North Carolina. Good eating size.
Fish number 1.
He'll be the guest of honor for dinner tonight. He'll think he's been to the spa. I got the hot oil treatment, and I'm going to buy him a brand new brown suit, compliments of House Autry.
What's going to happen after the weather gets colder today?
They'll probably go somewhat deeper. And they'll change their general location from up in a cove here. There you go. Oh man, he's mad about it.
Show me the black stripes and stuff on that one.
He's got black dots. That's a black crappie. The white crappie actually is narrow, a more narrow body, and these dots will be in stripes. I marked him on the depth finder. That 10 foot and dropped it on his nose, and he couldn't resist it. He's a little fella. He needs seasoning, about 2 more seasons.
How'd you get the idea for a bucktail jig?
The guy that first brought me to this lake in 1970, Gary McBride, showed me how to tie them and how to fish them. He used to tie for bobcat a lot, tied a lot of the striper bucktails they used to use for stripers when they ran up a river to Danville to spawn. Of course, there's a lot bigger than this. Most of those was 5/8 and 3/4 ounce.
Are they still in use today?
Oh yes. bucktail catch just about anything that swims.
Tell me a little bit about your guide service.
I furnish all bait and tackle. I guide every month of the year. I take people tight lining, flat lining, dock shooting, brush pile fishing. That was what's the most efficient at the time. That's one of the hardest things to learn on this lake is the progression of the bite. It starts out usually in February on the upstream creeks, your tight line, and some of the first fish you have to move into the creeks up there will be females. I've had catches up there in February many times where all you had is females. Another Bugs Island sled.
Well, there you have it, a little crappie fishing today on Bugs Island with FishDoc. Keith Ray, well known in these parts and most other parts too. And as you can see, there's some information about his guide service there. Give him a call. He'd be more than happy to take you fishing just about any time of the year. Thanks for tuning in and hope to catch you later.